Hello friends, welcome to this tutorial on creating dynamic team presentation. In just few minutes, I will walk you through the essential steps to craft and deliver a successful team presentation. So let's get started. Now let's see the plan of this tutorial. First, we're gonna make the design of the presentation. Then we'll create the mask effect. And finally, we'll do the animations. You will find the link to the template in the description box. So before we dive into our today's video, a big shout out to our sponsor, UPDF. This fantastic tool transforms PDFs into a presentation easily. In fact, the presentation you are seeing was made using UPDF. It's simple. Just download the tool for free from their website and you are good to go. Now upload your PDF. When your PDF is ready, as you can see here, select export, then choose PowerPoint. Then click on export, skip this part, choose the placement of your presentation. Then you will wait a few seconds and your presentation will be ready for editing. Now here's your presentation. So as you can see, UPDF is a real time saver, perfect for quick, hassle-free conversion. Don't forget to check out the link in the description box to try it yourself. So first, let's make the color of the background black. So after that, I'll bring the first picture into the frame. Then I'll crop it in shape of circle. So to do that, let's go to picture format, crop, then crop to shape. Let's choose the circle. Nice. Now I'll duplicate it, so I'll make sure that the other pictures will fill into the slide. So I'll hit Control, then drag. Drag it 3 times like that. And move them a little bit to the top. Nice. So now the size of the picture is great, or is suitable for this design. Make it a little bit smaller like that. So now the picture is ready. I'll try to insert the name. So first I write the teammate name, then I'll change it after. So when I'm done, I'll choose the type font and the size of the title. Choose general sans and I'll make it semi-bold. Right. Now I'll change the type to all capital letters and the size to 24. So 24 size is the right one. Well, I'll write the name of this person. I'll write just a random name, Kevin Brook. And now I'll duplicate the name to write the profession of this person. So this guy, I will choose the profession of a graphic designer. As you can see, I change the general sans semi-bold to the irregular one. Nice. Then I'll change the color of the profession to a beautiful gray that match with the background. So to speed things up, I'll do all the other ones. So they are all ready. Now I noticed that the pictures are slightly smaller, so I'll make them also slightly bigger, or a bit bigger, like that. Nice. Now the teammates are ready. Now I'll copy the information of the first one from the previous presentation that I already did. Now we finished with the design of this slide. So one more thing to add is the arrows for the previous and next slide. So to be able to do that, let's insert two rectangles, one on the top and one on the bottom. Let's go to insert, shape, and select rectangle. So let's add one on the top right there. Let's make sure it's aligned with the writing. Let's make it slightly smaller. Nice. This is the perfect size. So let's remove the outlines and change its color to the orange from the color palette. Perfect. Now let's hit Ctrl and duplicate this rectangle to put it at the bottom. And one last thing, let's flip it. Flip flop. Now I can say that the design is fully completed. So let's duplicate this slide 3 times. So to speed up the process, I already did the editing for the other teammates, as you can see. To be honest, I changed only the the companies or the experience section. So here I'm grouping all the items right there. This one is already grouped, and the first one, I think, yeah, it's already grouped too. So now we are finished with the first part of this tutorial. Now to the second part, which is about applying the mask. So let's go to insert and insert a big rectangle covering all the teammates. Then I'll increase the transparency so I can see what's going on through that rectangle. Nice. Now we're gonna insert a rounded corner rectangle covering one of the teammates. So I cover the first person like that. I'll increase the transparency also so I can see through. And I'll make the adjustments until I see it's fitting the person very well. So now I'll select the large rectangle, then the rounded corner one, go to shape format, merge, and click on subtract. With that, we have our mask ready. So next step, I'll make the outlines of that rounded corner subtract. So I'll add a rounded corner rectangle. I'll try to make it similar to the last one so we can create the outlines. So when I'm sure it's ready, or it's the same rectangle, the same positioning and everything, I'll remove the fill, then choose a color for the outlines, which is the orange one. I'll increase its width. You can choose the width you want or the one suits your design. So I'll change the color of the large rectangle, then decrease the transparency to 0, and our mask is ready. So now I'll increase the transparency so I can make the clowns of the other persons. So to make the first clown, let's insert a circle, which will cover the second person. Let's make the circle similar to the size of the picture and the position, of course. Nice. Now let's add a rounded corner rectangle which will cover the name. Right there. Always to make your work easy, increase the transparency so you can see through. Quick advice. Yeah, so I duplicate that rounded corner, then cover the profession of that person. And with that, the clowns are ready. So we need to change the colors and make the transparency 0%. So I'll choose a dark gray. This one isn't that good, so I'll try to choose another one, and this is the perfect gray color. Now I'll group those three shapes, then click on Control to duplicate them to the second person and to the last one. So the clones are ready. So we need to make more. So let's select both three, then hit Control, then drag them to the top, right there. Then create another three to put them at the bottom. Now the mask and the clones are ready. They need just some adjustments on the spacing and they are good to go. So now let's increase the transparency of that rectangle. Then I'll group all the elements of the mask, which include the clown, the large rectangle, and the outline rounded corner rectangle. So I'll make sure all selected, then I'll group them. Nice. Now we have our mask ready to be used. And now I'm gonna copy it and paste it to the other slides, and only leave the person related to that content or the information visible. So this is the second slide. So it's about Mark. Then the third slide, which is about John. And the final slide, which is about Emily. So this is it about the mask section. Now let's move to the animation section. So the animation section is divided into two parts, the action section and the morph transition. So we're gonna apply an action button to that arrow. We'll choose previous slide, then hit OK. Then to the next slide, we're gonna choose the next slide action. Nice. Now I'm gonna copy paste those two arrows to the next slide and the others too, and remove the ones without action button. Lovely. Now we are finished with the action section. Let's select all slide by hitting Ctrl A, then go to transition and hit morph and change the transition time to 1 second, and voila. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you liked the video. I had so much fun doing this tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. See you in another one. Ciao.